Instagram. Peace YouTube. Peace TikTok. Hi, Shikamoo. How are you? Hey, hey, hey. Da na 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 na. What you got to say? Da na na na. Do do do. Hollywood. Hollywood swinging. Da na na na. Don't no. How was y'all day, baby? Hi, Labby. Starla. How are y'all? How are ya? How was the day for y'all emotionally? Were y'all neutral? Was it waterworks? Positive, negative, heavy, light, in the middle, some of everything? How was it for you? Ray Bay, hey baby boo. Starla said gorgeous day today. For sure. It was a gorgeous day. You were saying your day is gorgeous? Ray Bay said, how was your day? My day was well. It was well. The rituals that I conducted were very, very beautiful. And it was interesting. I randomly had a vision of a future timeline that I closed off to. I closed myself off to it. I saw this thing for myself a few months ago, and then I was like, I'm good on that. And it came back to me today, like, you have purpose to serve, and we're gonna do it this life. And I was like, okay. And there were a lot of emotions that came through. I began to see and think about my descendants, like my grandkids, kids. And I just began to pray over them. That was super emotional for me as well. And I was like, damn, I ain't never think about my kids. And I was just thinking about how I'm literally setting the tone and how I'm creating legacy. And all of this is to be left behind for my descendants to carry and, carry on. And so I just began to pray for all of them. Every single one of them. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was so healing. And I was crying like a baby as I was praying and speaking in tongues. And I was like, sheesh. So that was interesting. But yeah, my day was beautiful nonetheless. I cannot complain. I will not complain. Peace, shit show. Yuri, hi. Thank you so much. Shit show said, wow, I needed to hear that. Ashe, yeah, let's cover our descendants, man. I was just thinking about how, when we talk about our ancestors and how their prayers and our grandparents' prayers covered us and things like that. And I was like, wow, I am now that grandparent. I am that parent, And I was like, let me go ahead and send one down for them. And whatever they have to endure, especially the way things are moving in this day and age, and I'm going to be here spiritually to cover them when my physical temple is no longer here. But I was like, let me go ahead and sprinkle a little something. Peace, Miss Pamela Lemonade. YSF said, what's your origin? I am a FBA, a Foundational Black American, born in the States, the United States. We stand. I stand anyway. Peace, Crystal. Hey, Mom. Peace, baby boo. How you been? How you boo? Ray Bay said, I saw your candle post today. Looked amazing. Yeah, that was really beautiful. That was an interesting cord cutting / heart healing / heart protection ritual. That was like an all-in-one. And no ritual that I do is the same. No way that I go about it is the same. The energy, the stories are all very unique. And the one that I conducted today was very different, but it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I'm glad I let my spirit lead me, because I started to work with a heart candle, but my spirit was like, nah, we need that Quita Maldición. We need that curse breaker. We need that curse breaker candle, and we're going to use that cleansed candle for an all-intentional heart chakra energy. And I was like, okay. So I let my spirit lead the whole thing, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, though. Thank you so much, YSF. And YSF said, you look like my daughter. She is half Somali. Ashe. Peace, Simon. Thank you so much. Peace to you, Tony. And just be one. All right, y'all. So, hold on. Remember I complained yesterday because I don't have any coconut water? I've been enjoying this ice cold spring water lately. Normally, I drink room temp water, but over the past 24 or a little bit more, I've been wanting iced water, and that's been really, really, really nice. Shit Show said, you were astonishing. Warning and congrats with precautions and all yesterday. Chills whole time. Ashe. All right, y'all. Chills for reals. Welcome in, baby boo, to the Crystaline Mars show. Rather, if you're new or true, I am Mrs. Dublé Jones, the lady with the stones, to come here and to leave me alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. So if you need a helping hand, if you want some spiritual guidance, I am here to assist you. You can book your personal sessions on the website, crystalinemars.com. You can book your personal rituals, your jar rituals, your candle rituals. You can order your spiritual jewelry, your spiritual tools, your loose stones, your oracle decks. What do you have around your necks? Okay? Thank y'all for sharing this space. We go live every night with the exception of Wednesdays and Saturn days. So I look forward to sharing this sacred container, this sacred space with you. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the bookings and the orders and the likes and the shares and just all that you do. Y'all super chats as well. I appreciate it. Everything that you send, I send back times a million, times 10. I win, you win, from the beginning to the end. United we blend. And what else we have? I think that's it. If y'all are not connected with us on all social media platforms, please do so. We are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and our handle is at Crystaline Mars. Thank y'all so much, YouTube. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much. Welcome into y'all on TikTok and Instagram as well. The trillest, the motherfucking illest. So we're now going to go ahead and get into the message of the night. Our nightly message. And the nightly message is, it's okay to feel. Emotional release. So this is episode 449. And that 449 adds up to, that 4 adds up to 8, which is Capricorn Earth energy. The 9 represents Aries and Scorpio energy, which can be very passionate, very emotional, right? And Capricorn is the complete opposite. So some of us may have just been being super strong because we had to be, being super strong because maybe we don't know what else to do, what else to be. And there could be certain things coming to the surface for your attention, for your awareness, or just to be felt, just to be held, right? And so this is a time where we really want to hold space for ourselves without judgment, allow ourselves to feel, right? Allow ourselves to show up for ourselves, okay? And understand that not everything you will be able to articulate, not everything will make sense to you, but it's time for us to allow ourselves to feel and be felt within and by the divine support that surrounds us as well. So I just invite you tonight to allow for whatever comes up. You know, if there are any triggers, let's hold space to see ourselves in truth and totality, right? If there are any fears that come up, I invite you to breathe, to take some deep intentional inhales and some exhales. I invite you to open up your mind, open up your heart, open up your spirit to receive whatever healing that you are here to get today, to receive whatever confirmation that you are here to receive today, to receive whatever information that may be in whatever way it chooses to show up. May you receive. Okay? So it starts with you. You want to be felt, you want to be heard, you want to be respected, you want to be appreciated by those around you. So let's start showing up for ourselves in that same energy. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. All right? So what are you hiding? What are you masking? What's going on behind the scenes? Let's talk about it. All right, and if you need assistance, again, you need a shoulder to cry on today. My daughter, it's interesting because my daughter and I charts are pretty much freaking similar. We both have the same sun, moon, and we have some other placements as well. And she has a Capricorn moon like me, but she's born on the 25th, which adds up to 7. That's Pisces energy. So she's very sensitive, but she try to act like she's cool too, like at the same time. But today, she, after her shower, she had intentions to, I guess, write a story or something. But I had some words that I wanted her to unscramble. So that took up her entire time before she went to bed. And then it was time to go to bed, and she started crying. She literally broke down crying. And I was like, why are you crying? And I normally laugh. My Capricorn moon, I'm doing better, y'all. My Capricorn moon does not do well with empathy, which is, I'm not proud to say. But that's something that I'm working on, especially with my daughter, because she just be crying over nothing. So when there's like real life shit going on, I can hold space. But when it be like silly stuff, to me, I'd be like, you know, I'm kind of dismissive. And so I've been doing better when it comes to at least letting her see that I'm not taking her as serious. And so she just broke down crying. And so she's like crying on my shoulders. And I'm like, okay. So I begin to rub her back. And that's the thing too. And I'm being really honest with y'all. Being that I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, I am very like stern. I am very firm when it comes to how I address emotional matters, not just with my daughter, but with just people in my life, period. And I want to have that balance to where I'm not just so, you know, disconnected emotionally. And so normally, like when my daughter cries over silly stuff, I just be like, all right, let's go. You know, let's keep moving. It's not that big of a deal, like let's keep it moving, you know. But I'm trying to navigate that space in a balanced way. So I began to rub her back, which was a little awkward for me. It was a little awkward for me. I'm like, okay, come on, Double, like just rub her back, even though, you know. So she sat there crying for a minute. I was like, wow, this is really a big deal for her. And so that may be the thing. Like you may too, with this 44, with that 8 energy, balancing the 9, because I'm also born on the 18th, which adds up to 9. So I too am sensitive, bitch. So I got some nerve. And so you may be in a space where you're learning how to hold space for yourself and other people, and or vice versa. There could be some things that are a big deal for you. Thank you so much for the love over there on YouTube. Something may be a big deal for you, but maybe the people around you are dismissing it, or like rolling their eyes, or trying to tell you like it's not that serious, or just trying to give you some, you know, pat on the back, like it's all right, let's keep on going. And I want you to understand that some things that we go through, only our heart feels, really. You know, not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's going to feel what you feel. And not everybody's going to take everything as seriously as you do. And that's okay, too. The biggest thing is that we show up for ourselves. Okay? So that's what we have. And then also the biggest thing, too, is that we learn how to show up for each other. Because that's not okay, you know? Like, I'm being very honest about how I handle stuff. And I am also holding myself accountable. Like, that's not okay either, Double, you know? So, let's hold ourselves accountable, but also create space for those around us, okay? So, that's what we have for the message of the day. Heavy on reflection. I talk about the Cancer energy. I talk about the Cancer energy and how beautiful and how abundant, how ease and flow it's going to be. But it's going to be very, very, I don't know why I'm so smiley. It's going to be very reflective. It's going to be very reflective. And again, a lot of us are going to see where we really stand emotionally. Rather, it's like a lack of empathy and compassion, or you're overly compassionate and empathic to where you're just losing yourself, everybody's shit becoming yours. Or if you're in a neutral space, you know when to do it, how to do it, and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of truth being revealed within, and you may have gotten a sneak peek of something today in regards to like subconscious energy, emotional energy, or maybe even intuitive messages. Okay, so that's what I have for us today. Again, I close out with, it's okay to feel. Emotional release. What emotions need to be released? And it could be gratitude, it could be joy, it could be happiness, you know, just maybe things that you may have been so hard on working and being serious and being disciplined that you haven't allowed yourself to enjoy. You haven't allowed yourself to go out and accept an offer, to go on a vacation, or to go have a little cheat meal, or you know, to pause for a minute and go for a walk, or watch a movie, or go to bed, or whatever. What needs to be released? Good, bad, happy, sad, angry, mad. So that's what we have, y'all. Some of y'all may also feel led to purchase more incense, to burn more incense, to burn more resins, to smudge your home, or just like not necessarily like do a whole ceremony, but just having that smoke in your home, like herbal smoke. Also essential oils. Some of y'all may be more called to like create like a healing space, you know. And even if you do these things, you may feel led to do it more often. Like, okay, I'm gonna get some aromatherapy going on, you know, I'm gonna get my diffuser with my essential oils, or again, I'm gonna burn an incense, right? Or I'm gonna burn some resin, or I'm gonna get some LED lights. I know for me, we have LED everywhere. Like our home is LED, from the kitchen to the living room to the bedroom to here, everywhere. And I used to have them in my bathroom, but then the lights went out, and we haven't had LED in the bathroom for maybe about a year, if that. And so normally when I take my baths, I'll just either be in darkness, or I'll have a candle lit. So that'll be the light. But my spirit led me to go on Amazon. Y'all, they have the 100 feet LEDs for freaking $8. If you want the link, let me know. But 100 feet for $8 LED. So I had ordered those, and I was able to pretty much do like border our bathtub, our shower, our counter, the whole bathroom. And it's so freaking beautiful, and it was so healing, because last night I took a bath and I cut on my blue lights to work with that water, y'all energy. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's the little things like this that set the vibe, that helps, because the colors hold vibrations just as the fragrances does as well. So again, some of us may feel called to really, my mom said drop the link. Yeah, I got y'all. Dang, I don't have Amazon on my let me see. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. If y'all really want that link, it's only $8, y'all. It's on sale. It's normally like $13. But let me see. All inboxes, Amazon. Oh man, y'all. There we go. So it's okay, I'm gonna show y'all. It's K Sip Z. I can show y'all, but it's not like zoomed in. Let me see. It's the best. I'm gonna show everybody one at a time. If you want to screenshot it, here you go. See. Oh yeah, y'all can see it too. Instagram can see it too. K Sip ZE 100 feet LED. Same for y'all, Instagram. Okay. So yeah, it say $9.98. Did it go back on full price? But either way, y'all may feel called. If you would like a reading, somebody just said they would like a reading. If you would like a reading, y'all can send your love offerings in. I will conduct those first come, first serve. It is a $15 minimum for a $6 card pull. Anything more, I'll exchange energy. You can send $10 for 1 yes or no, $20 for 3 yes or no's. But I'm now going to go ahead. I am so fried, y'all. I do not have the daily energy here with me. Oh my gosh, it's downstairs. So we're gonna wing it. Hold on, y'all. Of course. Peace be love. Peace midnight. Okay, so what's tomorrow? Whew. Tomorrow is the 3rd. Not the impromptu on the spot, bitch. What's the daily energy for tomorrow? Okay. Y'all give me a second. So tomorrow is the 3rd. It is a 7, 8. Is it a 9 universal day? So wait, that's 9, 3, 12, 3, 6, 9. So yes, it's a 9 universal day. It's Tuesday. Okay. Okay, so we got Tuesday, we got the 9, we got the 9, we got the 3. And the moon is in Virgo. Okay, so the daily energy for June the 3rd, we have double 9 energy. So it's gonna be this is gonna be a great day to be proactive and get a lot of things done. You may feel very creative as well. I'm getting like this tunnel vision energy. There could be a lot of ideas that come to mind that you feel ready to take action on. There could be a lot of intensity too, as far as like just negative energy, but I do see you being a lighthouse though, and you navigating this space pretty smoothly. With the moon being in Virgo, I do see this strategic approach that you may be taking with certain like issues or problems or just certain situations that may arise. I do invite you to open your mind up as well when it comes to shifting the way you're doing something. Some of you may feel called to get a new workout routine or get more physical. You may have been leaning heavily in planning and in creating and in work or whatever that may be, but I do feel this need to move your body intentionally, rather it's through yoga, stretching, exercising. I got you, Nino. But overall, it does feel like a pretty chill day, even if, like I said, chaos and like negativity try to come your way. I do see you being a lighthouse essentially, and coming with like some passive aggressive energy for the most part. You also going to be very magnetic, so you want to be intentional with how you show up, how you speak. There could be some opportunities that arise as well. I say go for it. I say go for it. Okay, and that's what I got for us. So the colors, I'll say, I believe if y'all want like a more, this is impromptu, so this is, I'm channeling this, but I can't remember what the colors that I channeled for on our YouTube channel, but based off the energy, I'd say the colors for the day are yellow, red, orange, and you can add some green in there too. Yellow, red, orange, and green. Those are the colors for the day. And so y'all can leave y'all yellow, red, orange, and green hearts down below so we can tap in. T said, what's this? Stay a while and see. We're covering things, spirituality, numerology, astrology, soulology. It's a safe space for you to land, for you to remember what you understand. But yeah, y'all. So that's what we have for the daily energy. And I'm now going to get into the collective read for the night. This is going to be our tarot tea time, you and me time. I want y'all to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do believe I got a love offering for Nino. We got 10 minutes until I close the D-Lo, until I close the door. Okay, I got you, Nino. Ooh, and I didn't say our declaration, y'all. So our declaration for the message of the day that I invite y'all to share as well, which is, it is, my emotions have room to exist without judgment. So y'all go ahead and leave that in the comments. My emotions have room to exist without judgment. My emotions have room to exist without judgment. Ashe. Peace, dog. Hi. Max said, I'm not sure. Drop said, let me see that earring. You looking at it. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, so let's see. We're going to start with, I want to start with the angel number. I feel like it's been a minute since I pulled from this deck. So let's see what we got. Welcome into all of you who are joining. I am now getting into our general reading. And after this, I will conduct any personal readings if we have any. I have one lovely in queue. And if you'd like something personal, I do offer a plethora of spiritual services on the website. So have fun browsing through and seeing what calls you. The name Alana may be significant, or Elena. Neve. Ooh, we got 4444. Angel number. Okay, that's that 8816 adding up to 7. That was the energy that we were in yesterday. We were in that 88 energy yesterday. But there might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So with all of these fours, there could be, like I said, well, like the card said, some things that are coming to the surface that you may need to push through. I am hearing hard truths. This could be something when it comes to like maybe something that you found security in. It could be some kind of like, maybe it was financial aid. Maybe it was like you used to go half on the bills with your partner, but now y'all not together anymore. Maybe you like had to switch jobs and you had to take a pay cut, temporarily. Now you got to start from scratch and build, or something like that. Or maybe you just had to spend a big investment to replace a washer or get a new car or something like that, to where now your money may be looking a little funny. But Spirit wants you to know that this is a reset here. There is a reset happening with this timeline shift. So it is important that you fortify yourself and speak life over yourself. Continue to water yourself. Continue to put yourself in healthy environments and listen to healthy things. Somebody may be listening to podcasts, watching certain videos of lower vibrations that are keeping you in a space of lack, fear, worry. Some of you may find yourself wanting to pull back from getting, like, some of y'all may have like 1,000,001 people that you look at on YouTube or TikTok or something like that for spiritual guidance. And your spirit may be calling for you to really come in and listen to the voice of your soul and like quiet the noise so you can hear what your guides are trying to tell you directly. Some of y'all feel like y'all don't have access, and that's the furthest thing from true. Okay. We may have some Aquarius here. I want to pull from you. Your granddaughter's name is Alana. Ashe. Cletus in the building. Not the Cletus, bitch. Who said they had the baby? Ebony said I had the baby. Congratulations. Is it a girl or a boy? Is it a girl or a boy? All right, let's see what we got. Okay. Where are you being called to journey to? Blessing in disguise. Where are you being called to journey to? Yeah. So again, there may be something that you don't see, but your spirit, your soul is calling you to do something, to create something, to move somewhere, to start something, to talk to somebody, to build with somebody or something like that. I'm hearing Angel in Disguise by Brandy. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yeah. Your ancestors have something for you. This is beautiful energy that I feel. Ooh, wee, I just got the chills. Some of you, your ancestors were like born very religious, but they may have been like a little tapped into like some spirituality, but maybe they just stayed in the church because they were taught to never leave the church or something like that. But somebody definitely, or you come from both sides, like you have like your mom may be Christian, or your dad may be spiritual or something like that. But somebody's ancestors was definitely double dipping, or this can be like some older generation ancestral energy, like great grandparents who were into voodoo, hoodoo maybe, or just like the ancient practices, and they're calling you back to that space. They're helping you navigate back to that space when it comes to like that internal dwelling. Some of you may feel this calling to learn more about different religions, or open yourself up to understanding the depth of spirituality beyond what you've, maybe already known. Somebody something about numerology. Somebody studying palmistry or something like that. Something with the hands. Energy work with the hands. Reiki. Somebody may be a Reiki healer. Something specific with womb healing. We have choose freedom here. Okay, so yes, this is beautiful. So with this choose freedom, like I said, the ancestors have something for you, but they're going to be helping you unlock yourself and free yourself from these constraints, these restrictions, these limiting beliefs that were placed on you. Some of you, your parents were completely against spirituality, and you may have been actually prayed over to rebuke certain paths or rebuke certain energies that maybe your ancestors didn't understand. Some of y'all are going against the grain, like, I have to do what I know my soul needs to do. I have to do what I came here to do. But that may have caused some kind of distance here between you and the parent or your family as a whole, especially if they were very religious. I'm picking up on some very religious mindsets, honestly. And this is an invitation for you to open up your mindset as well, because even if it's not a structured religion like maybe Christianity or Buddhism or anything like that, it could be you just locked in on what you think is true, or what you think is life, or what you think is wrong or right. You may be called to expand your perspective. Somebody's mascots was eagles. Somebody may really resonate with fairies as well. We have conjure. We have the conjure woman, manifestation. Yeah. Choose freedom and manifestation. So some of y'all are really trying to figure out how to create a life to where you just feel free to live life on your terms. Some of you don't even really mind working like a 9 to 5. You just want to be taken care of. You just want to be taken care of, you just want stability, benefits, and things like that. But with this manifestation, and we have choose freedom. Let me see. Give me one more for this manifestation. All right. The doors are officially closed for all readings tonight. If you would like one, you can still send it in and I'll get you tomorrow. But we about to wrap up in a minute for the collective. Okay. So we have take charge in reverse, and we have boundaries upright. So yeah, this is a call for you to release control. To release control. Somebody may have heavy Capricorn energy in their chart, heavy Leo, or you may be a fixed sign, a Taurus, a Leo, Scorpio. But Aquarius here. But Yeah, with this take charge in reverse, it's like your ancestors like, I'm leading the way. Just follow. Just trust the path. Something about pretty pink dresses, pink dresses. Somebody may have loved to dress up for their ancestors, their grandparents or something like that, or playing your ancestors' jewelry or makeup. Somebody had all the wigs, bitch. Somebody used to have all the wigs. Somebody grandma used to always have to have all the different wigs and the jewelries and stuff like that. Somebody's grandmother, or it was like this motherly figure that wasn't your mother, raised you and taught you the ropes, taught you how to be a young lady or a young man. Maybe your father wasn't in the picture or something like that. I'm picking up on this motherly grandmother or stepmom kind of energy from like a young child. Butterflies may be significant as well. We're done here. Pull from Kipper. The golden healer said, I just said I was going to wear my grandma's pink heels this weekend at an event. Golden healer said, this is me. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah, some of y'all may feel like y'all have big shoes to fill. I grabbed my daughter's tap shoes today, and they are not her shoes. They looked really big. I just knew they weren't hers. And somehow her shoes got mixed up. And so some of y'all may feel like, yo, these shoes are too big. I'm not quite ready for these things. And your ancestors like, don't worry, we're going to fill them in. We're going to fill them in. Miss Sheba said, I missed you and I had to pull back to listen to my ancestors. I am just tapping back in and you are so on spot like always. Spot on like always. I am over here crying, Dublé. I love you. We have change. Hold on, change is coming here. Tomorrow is a non-universal day and this is card number 9 representing some endings here. What's up with this change? Peace, China. Ooh, we have wealthy man. We have change and we have wealthy man, and this is card number 13, which adds up to 4. Okay, so we have all these 4s here. We have blessing in disguise with the 4. We have the 4 showing up with the wealthy man. We have the change here. So this is a change of financial situation. I told y'all, some of y'all may feel like your money is just funny, or your partner's money may be funny, or just something, you know, whatever this was that brought you some kind of security maybe ain't so secure anymore, and you may find yourself feeling insecure. And Spirit's like, I told you, like, this is a change, a shift of timelines here. It's like a reset happening, and you are realigning with this wealth. You are restoring, you are rebuilding something, maybe from scratch, but your ancestors are trying to show you the way. Somebody could have had like a very, yeah, we have the high honor here. Somebody could be born on the 25th. Remember I was talking about my daughter born on that 25th energy. Somebody could be born on May 2nd, born in the month of May, July, or February may be significant. But somebody's father or grandfather was very, very, very wealthy. Very, very, very wealthy. This could be a wealthy man that you're going to be coming into contact with, or there could be some divine masculine that you meet that's going to help level you up, help support you, give you a job position, or help you financially, or give you some kind of wisdom here. Yeah, we have official person. This is card number 22. Y'all know that's my life path number. And life path number 22 is all about building. 22 is the master builder. Okay, 22 is also humanitarian energy. So Spirit's calling for you, your ancestors specifically are calling for you to figure out ways to be of service for humanity, regardless of what your life path number is. It may help you for you to align with your life path and your north node to see how those two work together. But your wealth is going to come through being more valuable to those around you, adding more value, being more authentic, bringing more compassion to the table as well. But like I said, you're building something maybe from scratch. All right, you may have gotten a blueprint, just like I shared with y'all. I was very vulnerable with y'all when it came to our breakdown last year when we used to have the spiritual shop at the mall. And when I first met Lagos, it was this whole reality that I walked into, and that whole reality came crashing down last year. And now we are building from scratch. But I got a blueprint of what it could look like, right? And I felt like spiritually, I felt like I was in, well, I won't say I felt like I was at my highest, but I was definitely in like this God kind of complex. But it was more like a dark God kind of energy that I was in. But I pretty much got to see what success can look like, what accomplishments can look like, what large amounts of wealth can look like on a regular monthly basis, because it was a very, very lucrative business and things like that. And that all came crashing down, right, with this 9, with this change, with this Oya energy. And now we are in a space where we're starting over, but I know what that looks like. I know what I'm capable of achieving. I know what I'm capable of doing. And so we're building as my life path is 22. So there could be some kind of blueprint that you are receiving, or there could be somebody in your life, like I said, that helps you see more for yourself or put you on. Okay. Your heart's desire number is 22. It's similar to a life path number 22. Ashe. So give me 2 more and we're gonna close out. I told you we have community here. All right, so we want to move more into a community-based mindset. This is card number 39. That 3 represents expansion, represents Jupiter, luck, prosperity, wealth. And the 9 represents the change, like we said, the endings, beginnings. Also, that 9, like I talked about tomorrow, is also connected to Aries energy, which is very passionate, very driven, leadership. Right? So the change starts with you. So how can you change how you're showing up? How can you show up more with more wealth? And we're not talking about financially only, right? Spiritually wealthy, or are you out here scarce? You know what I mean? But we want to move more into this community base and not just think about ourselves. Again, and the more value that you add, the more that you will receive. That is where your expansion is going to come from. So give me 1 more. But a lot of y'all have a lot of support coming in too. Some of y'all may feel called to go up on your prices. Yeah, we have pathway here. Okay, that wanted to come out. Some of y'all may feel called to go up on your prices or to be non-negotiable about certain things. And Spirit's like, stand on that. Stand on that. Those who are ready to invest and those who see the value in you, and even if it's not about your price, right? It could be like, because some of us don't have businesses, right? It could be, you know, maybe you go apply for a job and they're like, what's your asking price? What are you asking for? And they may be like, oh, that's a little too high. Stand on that. You know what I mean? Ask for a little bit more than what you really want. And then y'all may be able to negotiate and you actually get what you wanted. You know what I mean? But regardless of how this is being called, regardless of how this is showing up in your life, Spirit's calling for you to see your value and for you to set the standard a little higher. But it's not about just setting the standard higher. It's about you actually bringing the value to match. And as long as you bring that value to match, the energy is going to meet you. Okay? There are going to be some people who are like, oh, I found somebody cheaper, or I found somebody else to do it, and that is okay. That wasn't your clientele. That wasn't your person. That wasn't your people. Right? There could be certain standards when it comes to relationships where you're like, this is the kind of partner that I desire. This is what I will not tolerate. This is the kind of circle friends that I will allow in my space. This is what I will not tolerate. And there could be some people like, oh, you're just too high in glory, or you're doing too much, and that's okay. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. Okay? So I asked for 1 more, and we have card number 35, this 8 energy showing up again. A path opening for you. A path opening for you. Like we talked about, your ancestors are like, where are you being called to journey to? Where are you being called to journey to? The path is already paved. The path is already paved. So allow yourself to be ushered. Open your mind up to this change. Communicate, meditate, pray on it, journal, ask the right questions so you can receive clarity in regards to what this even looks like. Can I just get a little sprinkle, sprinkle, and watch how something may shift and you are now temporarily on a timeline, or you may have shifted consciousness real quick just to give you a sneak peek, and then you go back to where you are right now. But I was just showing you where you're gonna be. Prime example, a few weeks ago we had hella lovelies on YouTube. It was, I remember one time as well, it was like almost 100 people in YouTube on our YouTube channel one time, and that was the most we've ever had at one time. And we've had like over 1,000 views, almost 2,000 views and things like that. And no, I think it was over 2,000. And it was just a snippet though. It wasn't something that lasted long. And I was like, that's that sneak peek energy. You know, that's that sneak peek energy. This is what it's going to feel like. This is what it's going to be like. This is how the engagement is going to be like. It's going to be a lot of support. There's going to be a lot of trolls. You know, it's going to be a lot of energy, and I'm going to have to manage it all. I'm going to have to be fortified in it all. Right? So y'all may be getting sneak peeks, right? You may get a little rental car and you're like, ooh, this feels good. Or you may go to an Airbnb and you're like, ooh, I actually want to remodel my house, or I actually want to move, right? So, or you may meet somebody and they're like the person that you dreamed of, but maybe something just ain't aligned, or maybe they too far, they live too far, or maybe they already got a person or something, like they got kids, something. You're like, damn, like I would have been cool if you didn't have kids. You know, this sneak peek energy is coming again. So just ask the questions and continue to allow yourself to be realigned. Okay, so that's what we have here. And our declaration that we're going to close out with is, I am allowed to rest even in the middle of healing. I am allowed to rest even in the middle of healing. Y'all leave this down below in the comments. I am allowed to rest even in the middle of healing. It's a lot of lovelies that I'm working with on a monthly basis, that I see a few times a month, that I see once a month for the past few months. They've been very, very, very consistent. And one of them had a little hiccup financially, divine, right? And they were frustrated because they were like really adamant. They were like, yo, I want to book double sessions. Like, I really want to move out of this space, right? And so we've been very proactive. We've been knocking these rituals out. We've been knocking these clearings out. And now their spirit has called them to halt. They are not able to they weren't able to book a reading when they wanted to. And they DM'd me. I was like, I'm so frustrated, you know, because I really wanted to get it done. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Let's allow for this break to do what it needs to do. Let the healing, because we've been going ham. So let's rest and allow for the works that we have been doing to go ahead and start shifting. And we're going to reconvene divinely, which is like maybe a week or two after she originally wanted it to. But that's a message for you. Right? You may be trying to hurry up and get something over with. And you're like, hold on, we're gonna get done when we get done. Remember, it's not about how fast you get somewhere. It's about the condition that you are in when you arrive. Are you ready? Are you ready? Or did you bum rush? Did you overlook some things? Like, no, that Capricorn energy is gonna slow us down. Like, slow your motherfucking roll. Slow down. We gonna get there. Let's continue to be intentional. Okay? Allow yourself to rest. Take a little breaky break. It's cool. It's cool. Your healing is not going to stop because you rested. Okay? You just don't want to get complacent. You just don't want to completely stop it. Now, months done went by and you waking up from a damn coma, bitch. Right? That's the key. But we need to rest. We need to recharge. And sometimes doing nothing is doing everything. Sometimes doing nothing is allowing for the things in the spirit to move on your behalf. You allow for things in the physical to move on your behalf as a result of the works that you've already done. Okay? So allow yourself to rest if that's what's happening for you. Sometimes we don't know when to sit the fuck down. So we'll either get sick, or our money will clog up, or we stuck in traffic, or something gonna slow our ass down if we don't take heed ourselves. Okay? Amazing said it's okay to crash out once in a while. You know what? Amazings. Ain't nobody say nothing about crashing out. I am not fooling with you. But yeah, that concludes our daily energy check-in, our tarot tea time for today. I look forward to our personal bookings, y'all. Head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com, so we could delve a little deeper. But I'm now going to go ahead and get into our personal reading. And I believe Brother Lagos is going to be connecting with us tonight for the spiritual lesson. So y'all stay with us. Y'all stay with us. Let me see. He was asleep. When I first started. He may be up now. Tang was tired. Okay. So for Nino want half and half. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the half general. Okay. Brother Lagos says skip tonight. So we're gonna close out with Lovely's personal. Y'all don't go nowhere though. Y'all stay to the end. Like when I used to go to church, when they used to pull the table out to collect offering, that's when I used to leave to go in the kitchen to go eat chicken, and I would never return. I would never return until, because after they do the offering, that's when service would be wrapped up. So I just stay in the kitchen until then. Y'all don't leave. Don't put your finger up. Y'all stay here, okay? So this is gonna be for Nino. If y'all do have any questions though, I do open the floor for that. Q&A for Double. It could be around spirituality, numerology, astrology, relationships advice. But if you do need spiritual guidance, you want a carpool, we done with that for the night. Doors are closed for that. Thank you so much for your subscribe. We have the High Priestess in reverse here, Nino. So I'm starting with the half general. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to your general energy, that I'm picking up, Spirit is calling for you to, Spirit is calling for you to release the need to know it all right now. You may be feeling more like in tune, but there could be a lot of like smoke, like just, it's still kind of hard for you to see. And you may be overthinking something or just really obsessed with something or knowing something. And I do feel this need to release, trying to have it all figured out, because you're not right now, and that is okay. I do feel like your intuition is going to be speaking more through your actual physical action. It doesn't feel like it's going to come through this like vision download way right this second, Nino. So you need to heavily trust that your body is going to do what needs to be done. That's what I'm getting for you. Trust your instincts. Trust that your actions are in alignment, but your vision is not going to be as clear as you hope it would be right now. There is still some residual energy. Though you may be feeling the shift from your cut and clear, there is still some residual energy you need to let play out before you're able to really see clearly. You may want to do some third eye exercises. You said, I'm obsessed with my medical care and how it's not in my favor at the moment. I would recommend that you order, if you like your next go around of candles, that you order like some crown chakra third eye candles. Those will be your best friends as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a few love messages for you. But third eye crown exercises. Thank you so much for your subscribes. Welcome to the CMT tribe, the Crystaline Mars tribe. Y'all have no questions, I assume. Graffiti talking about I'm headed to the kitchen for the chicken. Y'all have no questions for me? That's fine too. But after these few cards, if I don't see nothing, we're just going to go ahead and close out. So it's your last call. It's the last call for alcohol. Okay. So we have confidence here. We have intoxicating. And we have gifted. Okay, so when it comes to love, I do see a lot of attraction. I see a lot of energy coming your way. And people may be seeing you in this new light, Nino. People may be seeing you in this new light. So Spirit wants for you to move into this space confidently and like own it. You're not going to know every single thing right this second, but you may be actually called to give like some kind of guidance or shares some kind of like spiritual knowledge or something like that, which does feel like a little out of your comfort zone, because again, you're not that type of lovely where you like to brag and you like to stay low key. You know what you know and you kind of keep it to yourself. You don't really care to share. Not that you're trying to be stingy, but you're just like, you low key with it. But there could be some people that are really coming to you in the very near future, and Spirit's calling for you to use your gifts and to share this love, and to also receive the love and the flowers, because again, you may definitely be seen as like tapped in and like asked for. Yeah, so Spirit, yeah, it's kind of taking me back to it's kind of taking me back to the message of the day, or not the message of the day, but the tarot tea time, where I said where you being called to journey card came out. So yeah, your ancestors and the ancestors of the collective are going to be sending like their descendants to you to help you, so you can channel and help them. So I do see a lot of that coming for you. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Nino. Graffiti said, I gotta catch a run back. Ashe. Nino said, I'm fine with not knowing everything. My concern is what matters most. China said, hey sis, hold on, I'ma donate. China, the doors are closed, babe. What you send me a love offering for? Just because? Damn, bitch, the iPad done fell and fell out the case. Let me see. China, I'm gonna have to catch you tomorrow. I gotta stand on that, baby boo. China, were you sitting in for a reading? If you were sitting in for a reading, China, yeah, the doors are closed for tonight. I made it clear the doors closed like 40 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago. So yes, we're done for the night. We will be back tomorrow. So just turn your notifications on. Okay, yeah, you'll be first tomorrow. And yeah. You said that's cool. Great. Thanks for understanding. So Graffiti said, what placement is the moon in? The moon is currently in Virgo. It will be entering what's today? Yeah, it will be entering Libra on Wednesday. So yeah, Virgo. Nino said, I also love exchanging positive energy, and non-biased feedback is major key for me. Ashe. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for sharing this space again. Y'all meet us here tomorrow. Head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com, and get all that you need, your spiritual tools, your spiritual jewels. Get your spiritual protection for your home, for your aura. Get what y'all need. Thank y'all again. I send all the love you send back times a million times 10. And enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, whatever time it is around your way. Peace and love to you. Nakupenda. Ashe.